Welcome back to the news at 10. The death toll from an explosion near a bus station in Gombe, northeast Nigeria, has risen to 10. Medical authorities at the Gombe Specialist Hospital say that they have received 10 bodies from the blast site at the Bauchi Motor Park. 5 of the dead are reported to have been claimed by their relatives, while 5 others are still in the morgue. 8 people are now in the emergency ward being treated for injuries sustained during the blast. The explosion went off around 8:30 p.m. after a woman inquired about the destination of a bus leaving for Jos, the Plateau State capital. The attack bears the hallmarks of the militant group Boko Haram, who have hit a number of bus stations and markets in recent weeks. And the Borno state government has distributed 432 free apartments to victims of the insurgency in Nganam community in the state. The beneficiaries are those whose houses were destroyed by the Boko Haram insurgents. A committee appointed by the state government says that the estate, known as Yerwa Peace Estate, was constructed at the cost of about 700 million naira.
These are the remains of Nganam community in Borno state after the displacement of the Boko Haram insurgents from the community by the Nigerian military. The community is, however, wearing a new look as the Borno state government has completed these blocks of buildings to resettle those who were displaced.
The area that was demolished during the military operations is about 430 or thereabout. So the government, in its intervention policy or program, directed the committee to construct 432 houses here. So I am assuring you right now, the people are here to collect their allocation.
The original owners were screened by the state officials as they near the end of their homelessness. Mohammed Umar is one of the beneficiaries, and he is eager to finally get a decent home.
There was problem then, and we moved and left the place before they could come and totally occupy the area.
Don't even expect we should get this house. What Kashim, Honorable Governor Kashim, sit down and discuss with his advisors and allocate us these houses: 2-bedroom, parlor, kitchen, and toilet. All of us, we have already get it.
The state government has promised to continue to do more for the people, as this gesture will enable those affected to return to their normal lives.
And here in Lagos, the state governor, Babatunde Fashola, has donated 12 buses to tertiary institutions within the state. Mr. Fashola presented the buses to the student union representatives of the various institutions at the governor's office in Alausa. And in the spirit of the season, Governor Fashola says that he hopes the lessons of Easter will go beyond this period.
Hello and welcome to Business News. Businesses all over the country are shut down for Easter celebrations. Companies embarked on the break on Friday to resume on Tuesday after Easter Monday. Financial markets also closed after most securities reacted positively to the peaceful polls results released in the early hours of Wednesday. At the Treasury bills market, prices surged as yields averaged 109 basis points to 13.99%. At the interbank market, a repaid 148 billion naira T-bills forced rates downward to 14.39%. The forex market saw US dollar supplies provided by oil majors and closed at an exchange rate of 199 naira to the dollar. And it does seem like election fever has worn off, at least for now, and Nigerians are turning to the next event, and that's the Easter. As with all holidays in the country, people are moving to spend time with family and friends. However, in the Federal Capital Territory, some business people, traders and motorists say there's been no business, as people, it seems, are refusing to travel or spend money.
festive seasons are usually very busy times for motor parks and the public markets for passengers who are traveling and customers who are shopping for the season. At this motor park in Abuja, that boom which comes along with festive seasons appears to be lacking, as motorists said they have few passengers traveling for the Easter. They attribute this low turnout to the large number of people who traveled from Abuja before the elections.
What is it that many people have gone for because of a first election, and they have fear in their mind. So instead of coming back now, they want to finish the election or finish the Easter before they will come back again.
You know, because of the election, people traveled, and most of them stayed back so that they will just do the celebration at home before coming back to their destination.
Yes, a lot of people have traveled, I suppose. A lot of people have traveled, and only very few people who just want to go for Easter are still around. So maybe that's the reason.
The situation is the same with the public markets. Although there is no much difference in the prices of commodities, traders complain of low turnout of customers shopping for the season.
Before they say kilo 1,000, but now kilo is 1,200, 1,400 naira. Which even though if we go market, we know if we buy. So the thing is still expensive now.
The price is a little bit high because of because of this election. The people that they bring in the goods, they are still on where they went for voting, so they have never been back. So we make the goods a little bit high because the goods is scarce.
Like other festivals observed in Nigeria, the Easter season affords people the opportunity to travel to meet with their loved ones. For traders and motorists, the period ought to be a time for boom.
While away from the Easter festivities, Fitch Ratings has affirmed the support ratings and support rating floors of 10 Nigerian banks. The banks are Zenith, FBN Holdings, UBA, GT Bank and Access Bank. Others include Diamond Bank, Fidelity, Union Bank and FCMB. The rating actions follow Fitch's revision of the outlook on Nigeria's long-term issuer default ratings from stable to negative on March the 30th. According to Fitch, the bank's IDRs and the national ratings are driven by the probability of sovereign support as indicated by their SRFs. The rating agency also states that the viability ratings of Fitch-rated Nigerian banks are unaffected in its latest evaluations. The local bulls continue to trade in favor of the bulls as buying momentum heightened in the market. The all-share index gained 3.9% to close at 35,728.1 points. Here's Harriet with details.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Now, the equities market recorded massive gains across all trading sessions this week as stocks maintained transition mode. This week, the market saw growth spurts of 8.3% on Wednesday and 3.92% on Thursday. According to a weekly summary of transactions from the Nigerian stock market, investors in 21,393 deals exchanged 2.632 billion shares, valued at 36.583 billion naira. The NSE All-Share Index jumped by 16.90% to end the week at 35,728.12, while market capitalization appreciated by 17.6% to 12.135 trillion naira. For the week in view, about 72 equities appreciated in price, higher than 50 equities of the preceding week, and the top three by percentage gains were Fidelity Bank, NACO, and Zenith Bank PLC. Only 6 equities got the cold shoulder from investors led by Pharmadeco, Forte Oil, and Borno Products PLC, with percentage losses of between 4.91 and 4.30%. 118 equities remained unchanged, lower than 125 equities recorded in the preceding week. Now, the market reopens on Tuesday, April 7th, after a long weekend to commemorate Good Friday and Easter celebrations. But that's a review of the stock market for the week. I'm Harriet Agbinyi.
Well, moving over to the bonds markets, the yields on Nigeria's 5-year bond dropped further in the last trading session before the holiday, shedding 25 basis points as offshore funds placed buy orders with banks. Dealers returned to the markets following the victory of General Muhammadu Buhari at the just concluded presidential poll. The 2019 debt, one of the maturities listed on JP Morgan's government's bond index emerging markets, had fallen more than 110 basis points in the past 2 days on renewed sentiment. The bond's yield was quoted at 13.86% in early trade, down from 15.03% on Tuesday and 14.11% yesterday. Crude oil prices closed lower yesterday after world powers' talk on Iran's nuclear program reached a resolve. U.S. crude futures closed down 95 cents or 1.9% at $49.14 a barrel after touching $48.11 in early trades. Brent futures slipped 3.6% to $55 a barrel, having hit a session low of $54 during the press conference on Iran's nuclear program. Oil prices snapped a 3-session losing streak in the previous session after the U.S. Energy Information Administration explained the move behind the U.S. oil production decline for the first time since late December. Well, that's it on Business News. Many thanks for watching. I'm Imana Amawe. Ijoma will be back with the rest of the news.
On the news at 10, world number 1 Serena Williams braces up for Saturday's showdown with Spain's Carla Navarro in the final of the Miami Open. That's on sports. Do join us again.